Alright guys, let's do another video and let's try not speak Swinglish. I need to better my accent, I feel, because I watch all my videos and yeah, I'm Swedish, fuck you. I talk better English than you speak Swedish. New video. What can make a 604, 605, 606, 601, 602, 603 not run as smooth as expected? Yeah, I actually talked to a buddy about this yesterday. We talked about sound. And this is really interesting because you guys that drive these 25, 30-year-old diesel engines with 300-400 horsepower, you expect these engines to be yes as original, and that's really strange. I have a Volvo at the moment. I have several cars, but my daily driver is the Swedish Pride Volvo, a V70 D5. So it has a 5-cylinder common rail diesel engine. It's from 2008 and it has 280 horsepower, front wheel drive and automatic. So yeah, traction is not the best, but it's a pretty good car, you know. You can go shopping in it and yeah, that's like everything you can do. But this car from 2008, common rail, 5-cylinder, aluminum block, super modern, not super fucking modern, it's a vintage car, but compared to our old Mercedes, it's a brand new car. And this car runs really fucking bad. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the car, but and if you stand outside and the car is on idle, you don't hear nothing. You know, it's quiet like nothing else. But you sit inside the car and it sounds like a 50s diesel tractor. It's just because obviously the sound dampening, or what the fuck you call it, is a little bit less on the firewall into the car than it is under the bonnet. So from the outside, good. From the inside, tractor. And I mean, it's not only that, it sounds so fucking much like a diesel. It is a diesel, but it's like a 606 with an 8mm pump and 170 bar injectors and no plastic cover on it, open bonnet, and you lean over the fucking engine. Sounds less of a diesel than this one do. And yet you complain, you motherfuckers. Oh, it's knocking. It's a diesel from the 80s. Oh, 90s, whatever. I mean, have you ever heard an S14 guy or 2JZ Supra guy or anyone else like, oh, my fuel pumps are so loud? Fuck you, they just do burnout and they gone. You know, because that's what it's all about. If you want a quiet stock car, you buy a stock car that is fucking quiet. I mean, it's not harder than that. We don't have to like invent soundproofing. So that's the thing. Our diesels don't sound a lot. And you should not stand leaning over the engine with nothing on it. Put your plastic cover over the injectors. Make sure the soundproofing is still under the hood. Close your hood. Take 2 steps back and enjoy your vehicle. And you will hardly hear it because of your 3.5-inch downpipe and your 3-inch straight through exhaust, right? So you will just hear this dark rumbling. And that's what we want. And then you jump into your car, if it's a 122, 124 or a 210, they are really quiet and good inside. You know, you close your vault door, and that door, I mean, that's a sound we can't complain on. It sounds like when it was new in the showroom. Exactly the same today. And that's quality. So you close your vault door, you enjoy the peace, you put first gear in, and you do fucking burnout. I mean, that's better than complaining on fucking internet about your diesel pump being loud. Because your diesel pump isn't loud. It sounds exactly like normal. But when it was normal, original, sounds yes like when it was original. And when it was original, you didn't lean over your fucking engine. Now you do that because you built something, you know. You chuck your big pump in and you're worried about timing, and you film this and you think, oh, maybe it sounds a little bit much. No, it doesn't. It's normal. I mean, you want your fucking do sound, but you can't live with a little bit of knocking. So, take your fucking chicken wings and get out of here, and let us big boys play with the cars. On another note, what can make this not run as smooth as we want? That was the topic for today, and not bashing you wankers. You know, but we have to bash a little bit as well. What can make the cars run a little bit rough? Injectors. That's one thing, and there's a lot of people complaining about broken injector pre-chamber balls. That's the name, pre-chamber balls. And that's caused by faulty injectors. And of course these engines are old. You don't do anything. Why don't you send your injectors away? Or just go to a local diesel shop and have them tested? I mean, is this a problem for you? So make sure your engine is okay when you start building. Because if the injectors are good, I mean, there are fucking shops that are specialized in injectors for these cars. It's not rocket science. So if we make sure the car is okay, the compression is good, the injectors are good, it's not leaking everywhere, then they will run really smoothly. Of course, I mean, running is all about pump. So if the pump is bad, the engine will run bad. But we can't talk about that because we have to expect the pump to be good. So we leave that out. And what we have is leaking pre-chambers, faulty injectors, you know, and the valve stem seals are always a little bit bad on this because they're old engines, but they don't make the engine run rough. So it's okay if it leaks a little bit of oil, it doesn't run rough. So we have two things: leaking pre-chambers or faulty injectors. Yeah, okay. You can have bad sealing valves or worn out rings. Very, very uncommon. Because when you take a 500,000 kilometer engine apart and you still see the honing cross marks in the bore. I mean, so, but the thing is, injectors will inject a little bit more fuel at a little bit wrong of a timing and so on, and the fucking combustion chamber fills with soot, and this soot will one of these days stick to your valves, and they will be a little bit unsealing. So I mean, this is the things that can make your engine run a little bit rough. But if you just have your engine under control, they will run smooth as butter and smoother than a 2008 Volvo D5. So maybe someone want to buy a Volvo. because I need to buy a Mercedes. I think that's all for today. 5 minutes of dashing and 5 minutes of running smooth. Injectors, that's number 1. Number 2, no pre-chamber leaks. Alright? Do a compression test. If it's a little bit bad on one cylinder, it's probably the valves. And the valves are in super good nick on these cars. I know there are, like, the NA engine, the valve seats sink a little bit, or what the fuck you... I don't really have experience with this because I've never seen it in person, but this is what people tell me. But other than that, they are in such... the quality is so good. The quality is so good. I can't speak fucking English because I get all excited. So you lap your valves fucking 30 minutes and the head is like new. It's not a big job. Just use the little stick and a little bit of patience. Okay, so see you in a couple of days. I love you guys. Bye.